Whoopsies. It is 5:02, not 5. 2 minutes late, my mistake. Hi, Dis. Alright, back into it. Happy or unhappy Monday, as it may be. Now, starting stream, as I start every stream, wondering what the hell I was doing last time. Any particular indicators? Don't see anything particular being built. Anyone else remember what I was doing last stream? I think I was trying to tackle the food situation. Seems accurate. Hell no. We're not doing a last time on Dragon Ball Z segment. Everyone hates last time on Dragon Ball Z segments. That includes Dragon Ball Z fans. Quit it with the 5-minute recap and give us the episode. I think I was tackling the food situation. The mushroom farms were not effective in getting the mushroom population up, despite the fact that it says we're on a net mushroom growth. Meat is still net negative, so perhaps enabling the second Auroch pasture. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let's also get some actual decent roads in while we're at it. Activate job. Cotton. I have entirely too much cotton at the moment. Not a terrible problem. Over 50 in our masonries. Right! I remember now. I was stone maxing, something about 10 to 20k in profit per day, I think. It was 4 to 1 stone to 1 cut stone. It was like 28 sell to 1 stone is worth 112, so it was like 4 times the value of the 4 stones. So if I'm producing 28 per day, I'm only consuming around 8 and I'm exporting 20, then I get something like 20,000 denarii a day. I remember. I recall my purpose. While that's working, hi Queen. Need to get stone, cut stone export set up. I don't. Am I storing 4,800? That seems a touch excessive, but take a 50% priority limit. I'm at minus 115, 18. Let's go through the warehouses and cut down on... Ooh, that's not a warehouse. Cut down on cut stone storage. That has 1. That has 10, which is unnecessary. You can hold 1. You are holding most of it. This warehouse does not have any cut stone storage. So now half is about 1,000, which we should hit soon. And that way we're not worrying about decay too much. I could also be building grand housing, but I also don't want to increase my maintenance demand too much because, you know, money. Is there any particular pathing that people are... Well, that's because there's no building there at the moment. The people are demanding that I put some roads there. Six by 26. Get rid of that. Pastures are getting constructed. Gondorians are still pissed off. House would look lovely with some wood. You'd look lovely with some wood. $24. Now. There's going to be a bit of a weird... Employees over Weavers have plummeted performance boost from experience lost. How has my performance boost decreased? Did somebody die? People are absolutely dying. There we go. Right back up. If I remember correctly, fabric is not terribly profitable. The clothes are ridiculous. So it goes from being fiber is 8 per unit, that's 1-to-1 with fabric, which is 32 per unit, so it's about a 4 times increase. And then to clothes, it's a little like 2.5 times. Clothes, those get produced at a rate of 3 per employee. And look to be a little, God damn it. Greatly appreciate if y'all could not do that. Perhaps live. Thank you. What was I talking about? Right. Tailor. Change recipe. It is 4 fabric to 3 clothes, so it's a 4-to-3 ratio, which, if I'm doing the conversion correctly, it just about doubles the value of the fabric. Little over doubles it. God damn. I'm starting too much cotton. Disaster has struck someone else for once. Ooh, more dwarves. Come on, Dondos. No. Situation is What are you pissy about this time? Food stall. Nothing in particular. Okay, fine. Get more research going. While I'm at it, I might as well build another library and another laboratory, because I'm going to need to do that anyways, but it's probably just a good idea to have. Masonries is plummeted. I'm assuming people died, and that's why they're... Stone mine. Wait, masonries. So that's annoying. So every time someone dies at somewhere where exactly 50 people are employed, it's going to give me that message, which sucks, but that's just what's stable at the moment. So we're going to have to deal. Have to start exporting fibers just to handle the excess. Or, you know, increase my storage cap. Y'all are bothering me. Alright, how's the moisture looking over here? Not fantastic, not terrible. Let's get canals dug through here. Only bring it up halfway through these. That should be sufficient in order to moisturize this area. Get the roads built. And then more farms. The name of the game is increase food production. In order to do that, add another in basic farming. Not gonna do it for mushrooms. Mushrooms can deal with their situation. Now what I am gonna do is finally put points into basic refining. And where is the place that affects carpentry? There we go. And I guess fine crafts. So now we should be experiencing a production increase across the... Oh my god, where did all my workforce go? Oh, right. That'll do it. Dondorians are continuously pissing me off. Your house would look lovely with some wood. Sure. Finally netting negative on wood. It's a strange feeling. AVG, go away. Do not need you at the moment. Increase everyone's wood and stone. I don't think we have anyone that likes fish. Livestock, no. Clay. Dundians like clay, but fuck them. Leather, no. Scythlin, I don't have any fabric. Yeah. Yeah. What happens if I enable that? We'll see. Okay, library, you gotta reduce your population as well. Still need those laborers. Wrong with the humans? There was a murder! Actually, though, what the fuck is up with all these corpses? Are my crypts full? No, the crypts are not full. The gravediggers aren't doing their damn job. There's just bodies out in the street. Employees of our libraries have plummeted. What are you talking about? Oh, right. Okay, these farms are built. These are going to be fruit and vegetables. But I need to have the torches. Oops, Control C. And I'll do fruit on this side. vegetables on the other side. Alright, once those get built, we'll get a year in, and then see what our situation looks like. Oh, we are big negative on bread. Don't worry, I feel like that looks like it kicks up. Yeah, that's cyclical. Bread production goes over negative while we have other foodstuffs, and then goes negative when we run out. So that should more or less resolve itself in the future. We're still producing a bunch of rations, which is good. It's the only thing keeping our food days up. No storage on that. I wish I could figure out a way of making this more sensible. I could theoretically upgrade this again. I don't want to, because that makes the maintenance more expensive. Let's offload some of our wood storage to this warehouse. Get 5 here. Go back up to the top, take off 5 here, and then boost my ration storage. Alright, and looking at everything else, woodcutters, those are sort of in a weird state of flux. Strange. Increase available woodcutters. Take it just over the limit. Stone doesn't seem to be a problem. Fabric, we are still positive, although it is slowly decreasing, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. I believe I was exporting warhammers. I am exporting warhammers. What is that doing for my profits? Not nothing. Ooh, and we're exporting stone too. Cut stone, although not at the rate that I was expecting. Which is interesting, because that would indicate to me that my math is somehow wrong. Maybe that I just don't have enough people employed, although that seems incorrect as well. Don't know, we'll have to see. I'm not exporting bread still, am I? I am still exporting bread. Bread. I'm still exporting bread for some reason. But food is holding, so I'll just leave it as is. Good God. Please. I only harvest like 2,000 fruit and veg every season. And it just gets eaten immediately. Right. Yep. Bread is doing the seasonal rise. See how long the fruit and veg last. Okay, thank you for the notice. is trying to get food days up is going to be instrumental for expansion. The second Auroch farm is up. It's going to take a while for that to be active. It should provide another 30-ish meat per day. Gonna have to see how that works out. Theoretically, our production rate exceeds our consumption rate, but in practice, decay takes its toll. Fish is positively struggling. Meanwhile, how are we doing on imports and exports? We are actually managing to import a meaningful amount of weapons, armor, and material. What is eating -6 per day on maintenance? It seems like I'm importing more than what I actually require. Yep, looks like I'm importing large batches. Whatever, that's fine. Fine for now. Fabric is still on the up, surprisingly. Not by much, but still there. On -10 for workforce. Because the Dondorians keep leaving. You want mushrooms, fish, and meat. Well, guess what? Everyone and their fucking mother is eating mushrooms, fish, and meat. I don't know how to tell if Crotonians are eating things other than their preferred foods. I really don't know. But god damn. It's surprising how much these people eat. Now imagine trying to give beer to all of these people. They're consuming 1,500 units of food per day. How much beer do you think they're drinking? Another 1,500 units. My industry cannot survive such an endeavor. We're down on labor again. Seriously, what the fuck is happening? I think warehouse auto employees going nuts. Oh my god, there's 141 employees in this warehouse. I think I've identified part of the problem. Let's remove some of the burden from this poor place. Actually, you do need to store a little bit of meat, don't you? And livestock. And clay. Not coal. Not gemstones. Leather, yes. Iron ore, no. Scythelin, no. Well, no. Don't need Scythelin. Let's go to that place is already storing Scythelin. You don't need to store cut stone. You shouldn't need to store machinery. And then I would like to take off the storage for these weapon stuffs, but I don't have enough storage in the warehouse, oops, that is supposed to be storing that. Because it's storing too much stone and lumber. That should take off some of the heat. Man. I think there's a research to increase the carry capacity It's 25 logistics. I can't afford that. Now it says these 140 delivery men are at 65% capacity. But that should only be during harvest season. With auto-employ being on, why aren't the workers getting adjusted down? There we go. And I still have no laborers. What happened? They moved to a different warehouse. Alright, this is going to continue to be an issue, so let's figure this out. What am I overproducing on that I do not need to be overproducing on? Fibers. Let's disable one farm. Actually, let's disable both of these farms. I am producing an aggressive amount of leather. That's sort of a meat byproduct. Not overly concerned. Furniture, I am not overproducing. Fabric, arguably underproducing. Why is that continuing to reduce despite... Stone is overproducing a little bit. Am I exporting stone? Probably shouldn't be if I am. I am not exporting stone. I am just not producing enough to cap out my storage. In that case, we'll reduce the number of stone miners by... How much are you producing? 400 on a net of 80, so let's reduce that by 5. $14 laborers available. Doing stocks. Okay, I accidentally reduced by 6 instead of 5. Let's add one more, because that was uncomfortably negative on stone. That's fine. Clay, I think all I'm doing with that is exporting it and turning it into pottery. It's minus 12 per day. Potteries. Let's say that that's 18. Probably a little excessive. Reduce the number of people working in the clay pit. Still out of net. Reduce it again. If whoever the last 2 people in that clay pit are would get the memo that they've been laid off, please. Thank you. And we're plus 6 on clay. Good. Opiates, I am only negative on because of decay. Herbs, I'm still positive on. I think I have enough laborers to survive for the moment. Man. What do I do about the food situation? It's just at a weird point where I produce so much food just to support my population, but at the same time, ooh, we're net downhill on bread. That's not ideal. Are we on grain? We're actually up on grain, which is interesting. I think the only way to increase food days is to increase the number of ration makers. The only way to increase the number of ration makers is to actually employ more ration makers. Da da da. But also probably create a dedicated warehouse just for rations. Where to do that? I can make a tiny little warehouse north of here. And all it does is store rations. Or that way, that gets me 800 storage. Let's see if we can improve that. $880. Alright, there's a lot of people snoring. They're tired people. Let's see if I can store in any sort of appreciable amounts of rations in this little ass warehouse. Guessing probably not, but might as well see. 880 when it's built, but I don't remember what it's like with an upgrade. Right? Slave dude. Sell off some slaves just to make people happy. Lose out a little bit on the labor, but the slavery is reduced, and well, I'm technically going to go ahead and do this again. At some point I will purchase enough leather armor that I can actually start buying plate armor. Like I'm buying in batches of 32? Yep. It's every few days. Slowly but surely climbing up to affluence. I wish I could get like a historical on trade, just to see what my cash flow looks like. As you can see, I am exporting a whole shit ton of goods every day. Many thousand of denarii worth. But behold, it does look like Warhammers are still most... well, actually I'm not sure. They're definitely profitable, but they're sort of inconsistent. I say as I see Warhammers exported basically every day. Whoa. Cut stone is not getting exported. That's an interesting problem. Alright. Increase that for a pittance of resources. Settings. Let's store all of the rations. Max upgrade, I can store another 3.3 thousand rations. That is not great. I'm gonna need a larger ration storage. So let's dismantle this place. That was an experiment, that's fine. We got all this area up north. Let's take that area that exists north of these shrines and turn that into ration warehouse. We're gonna have the big ration warehouse next to the poo emporium, the full-size lavatory. Technically, it's like a 2/3 size per grid, but whatever. Close enough. I'm still net positive on fibers. That indicates to me that I am producing too many. Turn off this farm. Made 40,000 Warhammers yet? I have no idea. I keep exporting them before I find out. I've probably... Let's see, how long would it take? 6.925 per day. Where's my calculator? So 40,000 divided by 6.925 is 4,155.8 days. We'll round it up to 4,156. 1,156. A year is 16 days, so that is... it would take 260 years for me to produce 40,000 Warhammers. Games like this need a built-in calculator. And it doesn't need a built-in calculator. I have a calculator on my computer. For the free price of pressing a button. I can have mathematical knowledge. If it's full width, I should be able to fit... Yeah, I should be able to fit full rows. It's gonna be kind of a weird one. Oh, wait a minute. This is why you pay attention. Am I missing something? Oh, I made this one too wide. That'd do it. Right, there we go. Now, I think that the way that I did this normally was 5 in from the top, 2 on the sides. Yes? Ish. I don't know how this works out. Oh, wait a minute. I can't remember how I designed my own warehouses. Okay. This gets shorter. This gets full-sized. Alright, now this bottom section gets really weird. I think it's just gonna be like this. Two at the bottom, two in the top. Thank you for notifying me. So when that place gets constructed, it'll be... I did not build that with wood, did I? I absolutely built that with wood. Whatever, I can fix it later. If I'm so inclined. I am still overproducing cotton somehow. Okay. Turn this one off. 1.9 bonus to cotton production. Damn. Largely meant to be for food, but whatever. Would like to be allowed to wear more clothes. Tough for you. Now, Export Depot, could you explain to me why you're not exporting cut stone? No work within radius. What are you talking about? Full source. Alright, I can't pull source, because if I pull source, it's going to lose its mind. So very confused. Why do you think that there is no work within your radius? Or maybe all of these say no work within radius. All of these do say no work within radius, but at the same time, you're not exporting enough stone. Actually, scratch that, you're not exporting any stone. Do my neighbors just not want cut stone? Is that what's going on? What if I offer them stone directly? Here, take 928 stone. Then in return, I get plate armor. How does that deal work for you? Then we top it off with 502 denarii. Yep, you're okay with that? Okay. Is it out of the realm of possibility to create a huge textile industry and make money that way? I mean, it's not outside of the realm of possibility, just that the return on investment for textile production is pretty abysmal. Whoa, I just consumed a whole shit ton of money. What was that? More leather armor. Okay. Because textiles don't sell for much. It's 1-to-1 from fibers to fabric, but the amount that I actually have to produce in order to get any degree of stable outflow is kind of a lot. Also, I do need the fabric itself to produce clothes, and if I was going to be producing fabric anyways to sell, I might as well produce clothes because that further increases the value, but that's additional labor necessary in order to produce the clothes. So it's kind of a situation. Like, I can do it, it's just not the focus. Right, meat production is up. For the love of God, everyone eats the food so damn quickly. Are you people not capable of any degree of restraint? I can't produce enough fucking vegetables to sustain you through one season. You eat it all. It's kind of insane. Fine. More vegetables. Hopefully that boosts the moisture rating enough. Come on. Get the pressure through. There we go. So, vegetable farms were... the big ones before. Let's boost that in that direction. At the obscene volume of food that I produce, you would think... Oops. That people would be happy with the food production. No. No, they get all pissy. We only have 9 days worth of food. Have you considered that it's because you eat an obscene amount? A truly terrifying amount. An amount so great that I am having trouble sustaining it. I wonder, am I going to need to increase my mushroom farm production again? Probably. How long do my mushrooms last? They don't last 3 fucking days before all of them get eaten. That's so fucking insulting. Well, actually, it's more like they get distributed through to the food stalls, I think. Yeah. It says I have 0 in storage, but I still do have a whole shit ton of food that's in the food stalls. Oh my god, there's charts inside the actual food stall menu. I didn't know that. You telling me meat's been stable this entire damn time? That's extremely irritating. Alright, vegetables have been. I'm not allowing people to consume rations. Making final products. It's all additional labor hours. Plus, that's what Warhammers are, and they seem to be fairly profitable. Right. Create. Oh, I can't. My brain's struggling with this. That. Yes? Yes. Okay. Oh, you wouldn't actually let me do that unless I fully hollow out the mountain. Okay, fine. Dig into mountain. It's 26 by however wide this place is. To make another tier of mushroom farms. Basically, this entire section, anything that's not like mining or infrastructure, is just going to get turned into mushroom farms. I don't really have much else to do with it. I'm still producing too many fibers. Great! Take one that's kind of far away, and disable that one. Maybe at some point all the fiber farms that I've made will justify their existence, but for the moment, I just need more food. Right, warehouse. You got built. Increase capacity, resource settings. An additional 27,000 ration capacity. Good to see. Eclipse, all right. More sentimentality, people get drunker faster, and they want more religion. Well, that's not gonna last very long, is it? Yep, all of 24 hours, I'll be fine. Great. Harvest has come up again. And I wish that I could sustain food production, because if I could sustain like many days worth of food, then I could, I was gonna say import more people, accept more immigrants. Man, what are you so pissed off about? What is it that you dislike? Okay, good for the eclipse. You just want more services? You want markets? You want more and better markets? You want hearths? You've got it so good and you're still pissy. I think I'm probably near capped on Dondorian population. They just refuse to be happy. Where's the... Look at how fucking happy everyone else is. 100% Kryptonians and humans. Loyalty is sort of excess because, you know, of the multiplier. But 100% happy. Look at that. Kryptonians, 86. Not Kryptonians, Dondorians. Annoying little bastards. You want temples? Burial? Opposition, what do you mean? Different religions like other religions differently. Some just don't mix. Burial, you would like crypts? Well, I can't make crypts at the moment, so... Gonna have to get over that. You want more clothing. Am I gonna have to treat you specially just to get you fucking... bring more of your kin in? Diseases or Dorset? Rumors lands to the east. Deadly disease, leaving cities in ruins and emptying villages of living. Let us hope it does not reach our lands. How is our health looking? 3.04. That looks pretty okay. Can't wait for me to be proven wrong. Alright. Dondorian happiness has increased. Sacred path. Materials suited for Dondorians. You're racist. You want to retire. None of you are elderly. Fins of Morlack, a deer wavemaker. Blah 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 blah. Raid by Danger Jistar. Danger Jistar. Who is Danger Jistar and why do I care? Danger Jistar is potentially dangerous. Ugh. Well, I have... I actually beat out their archers in training, funnily enough. Not in experience, though. I got 75. A Mevian infantry. I might be able to fight these. I mean, I prefer not to. Would also prefer for my fucking gatehouses to be maintained, because they're just not at the moment. But for that, I need a janitor to maintain them, and this janitor is just sort of ignoring everything beyond, like this point. Looks like that where that janitor's range runs out. Should probably make another janitor a little further north to fix the gatehouses. You can go right here. Build that. We'll get a little warehouse. Eight crates for everything a growing janitor could need. Oh, and a door. That's important. Now, in terms of troops, ain't no way that I managed to train any more between now and the invasion. So what am I thinking? I'm thinking I have superior defensive capability. How many archers did they have? They had a shit ton of archers, didn't they? Danger Jistar. Archers. Heavy armor. Bows. No melee training. So 150 of their soldiers have no melee training. Which means that I can go 1-to-1 with their infantry. And then I can overpower their archers. I can take all of my archers versus one, and then all of my remaining infantry versus the other, which I think comes out to like, what is it? I can put 3 units of infantry on them, probably both of the Dondo shields and one of the Credo shields, and then I can sick the second Credo shield and the Credo horse. On their archers, and then I can sick all 3 archer divisions on the second division of archers. I think I can take them. Fingers crossed. What does experience actually do? I wish I could tell, but unfortunately every time I try to mouse over it just sort of disregards my existence. Is there a... pull up the encyclopedia. Introduction. Blah 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 blah. Diplomacy. Battle. Battle. Combat mechanics. There we go. Formation. Don't care. Projectiles. It doesn't say. Capital battles just describes what type of battles there are. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me in advance. Damn. Defense and divisions. Training. Equipment, no. Editing, multiple divisions. Experience has effects similar to training and can be increased by killing enemies. It can be lost over time by soldiers dying or leaving the division for other reasons. Okay. Effects similar to training. Well... I do not possess a wealth of experience. I think the only thing that's going to float my boat, whoops, in this instance, is that their melee is only at 60% experience. And their archers, despite having 96% experience, are 0% on melee training. So I should still be able to overpower them in a melee, particularly because they have no melee weapons. A lot of armor, though. Hey, Gronk. Take one for the team, buddy. Also, I'm short on armor. Can you front me some of that as well? I'm gonna give you a whole bunch of cut zone. Just give me armor in return. Yeah, I got 20k Denari to spare. 2030008. Except... there. Now, hopefully, by the time the enemy forces arrive, I will have all of the armor that I need in order to fight. I'm not at max strength. Oh. That's gonna have consequences. Currently have people training because the land creature you won't believe what just happened was passing through the neighboring blah, and by accident their whole army tripped and impaled themselves on my men's sword? Oh my god. Did it happen? Hey yo! Guess what? I can invade them consequence-free now! Hey Chucklefucks. Hey bandits. Thank you. Okay, now I am, however, on the clock in order to invade Nibar. So what's going to happen is I'm going to have to repel the invasion and then really, really quickly pivot and then invade Nibar. I need all of their shit. If I don't have their production, my city's going to fall. Okay, it's happening. I have no choice in the matter. I either conquer them or civilization collapses. Basically what's happening. I'm gonna pop a bitch save. New bitch save. XXX. Bitch save. Just right at the front in case I don't want to lose my entire session. I've never been in this situation before. I've never fought a conflict. No saves coming? This isn't saves coming. This is newly explored territory. This is experimental. I've never done a conquest before. I have no idea how it works. man, I hope I get some more soldiers training. Alright, Dis, seriously, if you could stop climbing up my ass, that'd be greatly appreciated. Alright. Oh. Wait, how did I manage to get... I'm not at 15k pop. How'd that happen? Oh, you know what I am at? I'm at -6 housing. That's probably not doing numbers for me. Simply what you repeated stated on more than one occasion? I've stated it on exactly one occasion. That was one instance several streams ago. Now, what the hell was I doing? New level unlocked. I think I can get... Well, there's a lot of things I can get, but not a lot of things that are going to do me good in the immediate future. One thing I do definitely need is additional housing. We've got people living down there. Set up another housing unit. Sort of weirdly here. Make this one out of stone. Oh, game by having a lot of happy people increasing your starting population and supplies in the game. Blah, blah, blah. Bonus innovation and settling rate for Kryptonians. Okay. Whatever that means. I actually gained Dundorians, that's surprising. Now, hopefully they'll be happy with this housing situation. Why is it that as I increase housing, the housing shortage seems to continue? Epidemic. God damn it. Swamp lung. I think swamp lung's not a terrible one. Lethality 20%, high spread. This is not a great time for this to happen. Hopefully my health is high enough to offset. How do different sicknesses affect your gameplay? They have, like, basically different spread and lethality conditions. So, like, all of these, bleeding fever spreads 40% chance, lethality 50% if untreated. Plague 60-30, river runs 90-15, swamp lungs 70-20. Vision fever is more like a thing that happens. White shimmer, same thing. I think the worst among these is, yeah, bleeding fever. I don't technically have enough hospitals to handle it at the moment, but I think my health should be high enough that I can just sort of tank it. At least that's the hope. I could also make a second hospital, but I don't really have the labor available to pull that off. Maybe I do, because I'm continuously producing too much fiber. Right, +1? That's a lot. The only thing you need to worry about is hospital capacity, not needing to worry about having X, Y, or Z herbs. Well, I mean, the hospital requires fabric and opiates to function. And also, as people get sick, my labor availability... Oh, no, this fucking blows chunks. If they get to me before... This sickness can take out my fucking military. You better not. Shitting out blood, here's some opium. I mean, definitely make the feeling a little more comfortable. Okay, cool. So I'm actually... People are not... Are y'all gonna go to the hospital and get treated? Look, I really, 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 really need Danger Jistar to hurry the fuck up. Hit me already. Are they able to get a doctor's note? I have no idea. I mean, there's a physician. $120 infected. I swear that's... Fucking swamp lung. Are those dudes going to invade me or something? Alright. I am getting workforce capacity back slowly. Maybe. Only one death to disease. But there are 7 corpses lying around. Are those fucking dudes going to invade anytime soon? Oh great, I am losing people to disease. That's annoying. It seems like the Dondorians are the ones pissed off the most about it. It's been 6 days. I don't think the raider is coming for me. I think I just gotta go. I gotta take my forces and run. Okay. Now, having never done this before. Armies, realm. Not realm. Armies, recruit. Army 1. Have your city troops join this army. Mercenaries. All far too expensive for me. Let's take city troops, and let's go for broke and take all of them. Okay. So it's going to require me to manually set. I can't move when there are no soldiers. What are you talking about? I'm so very confused. If I just wait, is something going to happen? Yes. They do fill up. All right. Wait to get my 220 troops in. They got supplies. All right. Time to go besiege. Please tell me they're not guys, do not raid me. Raid them, please. Thank you. All right, going for broke. I'm just not going to look at the situation. It is 220 versus 150. I don't know what this means. Balance. Auto-resolve this battle. You would lose 222 men and inflict 12 casualties. Let's wait. Let's see what happens. I don't think anything's gonna happen. So I'm gonna lift this. I'm just gonna start raiding. Raiding. Plunder the region they are in, gaining resources and slaves. Of course, will not be appreciated by the owner. That's fine. I am getting resources from them, but I have no idea what. Supply issues. Armies are low on crucial supplies. This can be due to blah, 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 blah. I don't know what they're poorly supplied on. They seem fine. I also really wish I knew what resources these guys were grabbing. That'd be great. How's things going on the home front? Surprisingly, not terrible. Oh dear, I have... Oh my. Oh, that's what's going on. Blah, 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 blah. Decline. Let's bring the armies back. Who's that? Oh, that's the people that was invading me. Go to our military and recall all these guys. Okay, I accidentally acquired a obscene wealth of slaves. Oops. So this is problematic. They have basically no garrison, though. I wonder if I bring all of my troops back and then redeploy them after a little bit of stabilization time, whether or not I can go and assault them again. Because it seems like I managed to inflict some significant harm on them through raiding. Holy shit! Oh lord, he coming. Why do they not like me? Raiding. Ugh. And not a small empire either. Well, a person who told me that empires don't care if I raid inside of free territories, that seems to have been incorrect as of this update. And now, I'm getting my door knocked on. Tool, cut stone, blah, 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 blah. Fabric clay. Wood, stone. Actually, don't need stone. Fabric, yes. Same with wood. This is going to result in kind of a strange problem. Fuck it. Just enslave all of them. We'll deal with it later. I'm going to need a lot of very cheap housing very quickly. Ooh, that's bad. Hmm. So, purely by accident, I now have a weirdly high slave population. Enemy has shown itself. Oh god. Wait. Besieging island. Or Duantis. I'm confused. Aren't they leaving? They are leaving. Oh, those motherfuckers took the fucking Free State. God damn it. They took my goddamn booty. That was my fucking city. Bastards. All right. We're gonna have to get real creative. I think what's gonna have to happen is that once I get my military back in, I send them out again to capture Nibar. They're gonna be back in 2 days. A thing that I'm going to need to handle. Oh, we are in deep, deep shit. Okay. Bad things are happening. We prepared for this. I should be fine. It's just going to take a little bit of thinking. So, we've lost our imports. All of our imports, most of our most important imports are metal products. We're self-sufficient on food and stone. And I've already built ore and coal mines. Right, when my army gets back, I should have a massive influx of labor. This is gonna get real touch and go. I need catapults yesterday. Artillery, 40. Yeah. Yeah, it gonna be like that. Right. How's the map looking? They are not sending military towards me. Come on, I need y'all to get back home. I need it. Y'all need to be here. It's been a day. Why are you not back? 13 coal production. I don't know how much of this I'm going to need, so let's just crank it up. I have a shit ton of bonus housing. Y'all, it's been more than a day. Why are you not back? God damn it. I am now at war with a whole ass empire. Oh, this is gonna suck. If I get... I have all of my walls. My walls are stacked. If I can get all of my walls built up and I can get catapults stuck up on all of those walls, I can resist very large invasions. I planned for this. I can take these fights, but I need my walls. I'm gonna have so many unused denarii. There are things that I can still do. I need metal and tools. In order to get metal and tools, I have to conduct manual trades. In order to conduct manual trades, Polixo, y'all don't have an issue with me. So let's do some trading. I need tools and metal. A lot of both. Just to tide me over. $61.8K. All right. I give you all of my money. I might as well. Why are you not... Oh, that's because I'm silly and I... 3, 4... Alright. Barter. What else do you want? No? Can't do that. I accept. Give me all of that metal and all those tools. Have all of my money in exchange. It's just depreciating inside my inventory at this point. Okay, so... metal production is bad. I need housing under the mountain. And it needs to be available... Shit. Structures. Taking the mountain. Take out this section. 26 by 26. And this section. Both of these are going to get converted to housing. At some point, my fucking army's going to be back. I have another 240 to work with. There we go. All right. It is time to gear the fuck up. 230 laborers. Library gets turned on. Maximum drive. I can't export anything, so I might as well use all of my research. Clay production, blah, 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 blah. Coal is going up. Metal is going up slower. What is the per production on metal? You are beaten. Save us a humiliation. We give you peace. I'm not giving you my shit. Nah, it's fucking war. I can take you. I have 1.6k population and a fuck ton of slaves. It's happening. I'm beating your ass. It's war, bitch. You beat them and they want you to give them resources? I didn't beat them, actually. You want to know? No, what happened was I was raiding Nibar. I was weakening it, right? They pull up with a big fuck-off army. I have to pull my troops out, and then they camp at Nibar and conquer it right out from under my fucking feet. The bastards. So here's the problem. I need to, 1, raise my military to be stronger, and 2, retake fucking Nibar, because that's mine. But it's gonna be complicated. Metal smelter. I built this thing so long ago. Let loose the fucking hounds of war, you motherfuckers. Right. It takes an equal amount of ore and coal. That means I need to be producing an equal amount of ore and coal. I'm producing 35 up here. What is the resource? It is a rate of 4 per worker, and the other one, which is the ore miner, that produces at a rate of 1.5 per worker. So in order to get them to match up, I need to produce I'm using 3 workers to get to rate of 12. I need 8 workers, so it's 3 to 8. So I need 8 ore miners for every 3 coal workers. I can do that. Let's take that down to 9, and then bring this up to 8 times 3, which is 24. So I need 24 of you, and then we can double that up to 48, or to increase production even further, and then double up the coal mine to 16, or 16, 18, and that should maximize production for that. I need to have them clear out those fucking mountains so that I can copy paste this housing unit. Right, food is going to be a problem, so we need to boost food production. So that is going to be research usage. First off, got to drop the 50 knowledge onto the fortifications, because I'm going to fucking need my goddamn catapults ASAP. Mining production, don't need it for the moment. Food production, that is where we are going to be hurting. So, full send on this as far as I'm concerned. Where is animal husbandry? Yes, there it is. Globidins do not produce enough food to be... I've seen husbandry. I think Entelodons produce more meat than Auroch. No! Aurochs produce more of everything. That is extraordinarily confusing. What is the point of Entelodons? I think that's per animal, and I think that an entelodont pasture has a higher density of animals. I think that's why the production on meat is lower, or seems lower on entelodonts. Okay, if that's the case, I'm going to build an entelodont pasture, and I'm going to build a big fuck-off one right here. In the hopes that my theory about the production rate is correct. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 5 and 5, and then a little one in the center. Yes. All right. Check mark. All right, everybody. Look, I know there's a lot of slaves. All right, I get it. However, we in deep shit and need to get the ball moving. Otherwise, we're all gonna die. You're storing. Oh man, this is gonna make my head hurt. Gotta awaken the beast, otherwise we're all gonna die. We leverage all of these laborers to produce as much fucking... I am at a massive negative on food production. Bakers, bakeries, you get turned on again. I think just turning you on will boost bread production by the necessary amount. In the meantime, going to have to expand farm. Right. Going whole hog. Need to activate all of these jobs. Man. Things did not go well. It's fine. We'll make something happen. We got slapped with the Empire stick in an unexpected manner. Activate jobs. Activate all of these jobs. Right. Metal smelter. Y'all are producing 8. Are we positive? We are just barely positive on metal production, baby. Alright. I am producing approximately 40 units, which means that I can consume approximately 40 units, which means that I can boost my people to like 25. Food distribution is going to suck in the immediate future. It's fine. You beat them in the... no, that was a quote from a while back. More shit? Dog. You're just gonna keep asking for shit, huh? Are you sending an army? No? You're just kind of demanding resources. What if I just ignored you, huh? What if that was my response? What if my response to you was kindly fuck the hell off? Hmm? What would you say then? Right. We're slowly accumulating knowledge. I don't think I've unlocked a smithy. That requires innovation, which I have. Good. Smithy, production. I can't craft plate armor. What? Alright. Smithy. Smithy is going to have to go... like right here. Crafting. Smithy. One large smithy, please. how this goes. Solid lines. Workbench. Okay. This is a stone building. Okay, I think we're going to be down on furniture production at this point. No, not yet. 82 free laborers. And losing more by the day. Okay, what things do I not need to be producing in excess? Pottery, I do not need to be producing this much pottery. Let's reduce the amount of people working in the pottery station. We're at plus 12, which is twice as much as I need, so we'll reduce this down to 6. Clay production is going to fall down behind that. Going to be reduced by half. Let's see what the number does. Somehow still producing enough clothes. Yes. Is there a nobility that can help me out of this situation? I could make nobles of fruit and veg if I was getting desperate. But I am not going to. Actually, I don't know whether or not the Intellidont pasture is going to help me out, considering that I already have a boosted Auroch pastures. We'll see what happens. Alright. No, joking. Copy this room structure. Rotate it. Oh, you're just gonna be annoying then. Alright. Crafting, refining, home, house, longhouse. 3 by 3 on the bottom. House on top? No, apartment on top. And then more apartments on the side. Give me roads. $450 humans. I don't know how I got to 450 humans. That's very strange. Bretonians. Oh shit, you know what happened? I deployed my soldiers, and then immigrants came in to replace the number of the soldiers that I lost. That's what happened. Alright, still technically at war. What's going on? Nibar's population is increasing. I don't like seeing that. Of course the dwarves took the opportunity to kill the elves. Why wouldn't they? Oh, I'm going to need to produce all of the tools that I need in order to survive. This is going to be very interesting. I'm technically producing more metal than necessary. That's fine. Net positive of fabric. All right, what am I net positive on that I don't need to be net positive? What am I negative that I don't need to be? Clay. Don't need to be negative. Positive on clay. Reduce. You are producing 10 over. Let's reduce you down to 9 for the moment. What else? Cloth, you're over, but that's fine. Furniture, same. Cut stone, same. I'm going to need you for walls. Basically negative on everything else. Is this denarii? What is this? Yep, it's a denarii. Okay. Swear to God, if y'all riot, I'm gonna lose my shit. I did not mean to acquire all of these slaves. I did something that my population does not approve of. Right, for additional works, I'm going to need to add gatehouses to my palisades to increase the defensive capability, even by a little. I want them to actually stop at this wall. Oh, this is a weird thing that I'm doing. 800. You're holding steady at wherever you are. 5. You're gonna hold steady at 550. None of you are happy. Why? You want more Atheist churches. Everybody's pissed. Okay. I sort of sent myself into a crisis. Huh. Military health. Hospital? Not hospital. Health. Hearth. The big hearth here. And a well. How many speakers and where do I have them? I have a central, north, and east speaker. I should put in a west speaker. You can be right here. Food stalls are going to become another problem. I am technically positive on food, if only just barely. Fuck's sake. You bastards are gonna regret kicking the bull. I'm gonna make you regret your decisions. Alright, 65. That means that I can get catapults. And the other thing I need to get is plate armor, but I don't think I have the knowledge in order to do that. How are y'all doing? Your target is... Oh, I might actually be able to do it. With the bonus from having additional researchers, I might be able to get there. I am just barely making it on leather. It's 23% degraded. Path, no, maintenance. Actually, my maintenance looks okay. Oh no, degrade is just degrade at which knowledge degrades. That's fine. I have 55 innovation. That is... something that I will need to leverage intelligently. I will need bowyers and mechanics in order to supply bows and machinery for my archers and catapults. That's going to take most of my innovation. I should increase my basic tending to boost my leather production because I'm going to need that for the bows. Wood cutting, same deal. Food production, I'm actually not going to increase. Military training, I don't have the capacity to increase that. Laboratory tools, I could use that in order to increase the efficiency of my laboratories. Might not actually be a terrible idea. Is there no library tools? There are no library tools. That's a pain in the ass. Okay. Metal smelting is online. Smithy has not been constructed yet. I think that I am going to add laboratory tools. No, joking. I'm gonna wait and see for a little bit. Goddamn. Alright. All hands on deck to not die. Am I overproducing wood? No, I am negative on wood. Stone, I have far too much of, so I'm going to reduce the population in the stone mine to something that will just slowly ablate my production, which is fine because I am generating a lot of stone purely by virtue of the fact that I'm hollowing out a couple mountains. Alright. They are still not deploying troops against me, which is okay. Damn, the only food I have at the moment is bread. How are y'all doing on the southern constructs? Not at all. What are you constructing? Mushroom Farms is not going to cut it at the moment. Suspend all that. I do still need the additional housing over on the right. Build that. Smithy, I'm going to need that for the tool production, so get that up and running. Y'all are slowly building this. They're demanding fewer and fewer things. I think I can actually take this peace deal. I don't think this is ending for me. 73. It hurts. I think I survived this. I think this is okay. You're beaten, save this humiliation. What's the worst thing that happens? The worst thing that happens is that the food reduction causes me to no longer be able to use anything. I think that's fine. I think that I now have the capacity to potentially maybe trade with them. Harder. Oh, you fuckers. You want to take all my shit just so that we can trade? want 254,000 worth of goods. Fuck you. You know what? You just fucking take your bitch ass trade deals and shove them where the sun don't shine. I am going to reclaim all of my workers from all of my import and export depots, and I am going to leverage them into kicking your ass. It's happening. I'm going to kill you. No one works in the import depots. That's fine. Brother, you bet your ass it's going to get worse and worse for you as time goes on. Is that 2 above? No, that's 2 above. I'll show you a fucking paper tiger. Bite me. Did we get destroyed in the war? Okay, BlazeCat, firstly, welcome to the stream. Secondly, son of a bitch. You know what happened? You know what happened? Nibar, I got invaders. I told Nibar to intervene on my behalf. They got turned into a free land. I tried to take the opportunity to fight them, and didn't work. I tried to go siege them. As I sieged them, something didn't seem to happen. Did you not fling the deceased with catapults? No, I didn't. I raided their territory, got a whole bunch of slaves. Apparently pissed off the neighboring empire so much with warmongering that they decided that they wanted to declare war on me. And while I was pulling my troops back in order to avoid their deployed army of 2,000 to my 200, they settled in Nibar's territory and conquered it. The complete and utter bastards. So now I'm in war mode. Now I'm pissed. I understand the raiding mechanic now, so I get resources, and I understand now that I get resources and slaves. You should not raise or loot. It's a little bit late for that. Much more profitable. Well, too late. I'm at war. I'm switching to war production. I am fighting an empire. I am fighting an uphill battle just because. Don't worry. I'll make it happen. By my fucking sanity, I'll make it happen. My food days are decreasing, so what? So what, I say. I'm going to make them regret existing. All right. My smithy is up. I do not need all these people employed. Let's keep 10 in. You will be producing tools for the moment. I also apparently need more coal, so y'all can increase. Say 22. 10, you're producing 27 per turn, which is basically exactly correct. Let's boost you to 15 so that I can increase production. You're consuming 4 metal per day. Ooh. I'll get this working. It'll happen. Come on. This is the road upon which I build my empire. If my population of slaves gets too high, don't worry, I'll just release some slaves. Okay, we're losing people slowly. They're going nuts. Oh shit, that's right. Optal. I think I need to appoint a minister of opium. You. Opium. I don't care. One subject dies. Drop in the pond. You want shrines. Access. Sure, whatever. Where? I have no idea. Where is your demand for shrines the highest? There are shrines literally fucking everywhere, and none of them are fully utilized. What are you complaining about? Alright, apart from that, you want food, working on it. Gems, who cares? Retirement, who cares? Sacred Path and your racist torches, retirement, who cares? Crotonians. You want clay? How about no? All the real jobs are taking, you have no way of contributing? Brother. There's 1,600 people in the city and 54 are unemployed. Right. Harvest is setting in. I need y'all finish building the housing situation. Really everything down there. I just produce so much food that everyone's happy. It should be fine. Grain's about to start becoming a real problem, so let's get the grain production started post-haste. Farms, grain. Let's get this one going. Another grain farm right here. Just another little one. I'm pissed. This dude's kicked the bear. Now I'm coming for him. Logistics, military, catapult. Needs 15, takes up a relatively sizable area. So what is that? That's... call it 4x4. So, let's see. 22, halfway through is 11, so we need to build at 11 in right here. But I don't think it can shoot through the mountains, so I'm going to build it off to the side a little bit. So if it's 4x4 on the footprint, then it needs to be like 6x6. I think is how that works. Is that made of stone? Okay. Come on. Finish that mountain. Metal smelters are not producing enough metal. Get those caves filled back in. Or workforce. Going to take a risk and turn off this woodcutter entirely for the moment. How's the Entelodon pasture going? It's not even built. Suspend that job. I have all these grain farms under construction. Need to boost food economy. Boost Crotonians up to 900. Yeah, it's gonna piss off my other races, but what are you gonna do? Labor is a requirement. Let's take a look at laboratories. It's probably reduced. Yep. Big yikes. Too many people, not enough shitter. Build another larger lavatory. What he needs to get? Damn. Build. Opium production is not doing fantastic, but it is enough to keep my hospitals limping while I focus on more important things like food production. Those grain farms set up. Going to need a second food storage warehouse. Probably right here. I screw this up? Was this supposed to be 6 in? Oh no, it was supposed to be 2 in. There we go. One large warehouse. With entrances aplenty. Made with stone in the mountain. And after these grain farms go up, I'm going to need additional fruit farms. Get those built. Additional vegetable farms. What are you up there for? And then I am running short on opiate farms. I'm gonna build 3 opiate farms here. Oop. And 1 herb farm here. The goal at this moment, while I am still technically at war, god damn it, they're staffing it with fucking bug people. I am producing too much ore, seemingly not enough coal. I'm technically producing enough coal, it's fine. Boost. Increase happiness. Actually, extremely important. I can get a much needed population boost in order to boost the building of my farms. Then whenever the population settles, they're going to get pissed off, but hopefully by then I should have more food. Actually, letting this be an Entelodon pasture is nonsensical. I don't know why I did that. This is not time for experimentation. This is a time for pure fucking desperation. Alright, they might have constructed that little offshoot by now. Does I able to make catapult up here? Yes. So the 6x6 is the correct sizing. What the hell was that? want 2 in the center. Wait. See, this is a smarter way of doing it. There we go. I don't know if I want 1 or 2 in every square. I think it should just be grossly excessive. Let's go 2 in every square. We'll go 2 in from the sides on both sides. Am I going to need this many catapults? Probably not. But I also don't have to build all of them at once. I have a glut of stone. Should be fine. I should be planning these. Okay, or just keep the menu open. Overwhelming force isn't a bad strat. Agreed! Now, one thing I wish I could do would be to plan stairs, but for some reason they do not activate on the planning section, so... I am just going to have to deal with that for the moment. Also, I did intend for these to be grand walls at some point, but that ship has kind of sailed. Desperation has sort of taken precedence over... I'll say better sense. Alright, this one's gonna be weird. I'm going to... put these here. Did y'all not build the stairs I told you to build? Oh no, I just didn't tell you to build them on the inner wall. The gap. The gap is another 6, so we'll go down there. Okay. Well, those are all planned out. Let's suspend the jobs of the ones that I've already set to construct. Start laying down the stairs. Man, I wish I could copy the stairs, but for some reason it just goes no, so manually placing all the stairs is going to take a while. But it is all for the People's Democratic Republic. Parliamentary... PDPCR. DPCR. Parliamentary Democratic People's Republic of the Commonwealth of Boxonia. It is all for... the glory of... etc., etc. Don't look into it too much. Man, everyone is going to be really unhappy whenever this trade thing finally busts. I might actually get some riots. I hope I don't. Man, this is taking a long time. I built a lot of walls. I'm beginning to realize. A whole lot of them. Oh good, finally got there. Alright. So that's all the catapult construction platforms down. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, plus 1. So 31 times 2 is 62. 63 catapult platforms. Lining the back of the wall. Is it excessive? Perhaps. Is it going to keep me alive? Probably. So we'll call it good. Ah, I see. I don't have enough metal for all of these construction projects. That is unfortunate, but we'll get there eventually. Right, I have another housing crisis. And house, wooden building, house. Turn off planning. Activate jobs. Really not the biggest fan of high-density housing, but I am sort of screwed for options. I could build housing down there, but they just have no amenities if they're all the way down there, so I'm not going to. Put another high-density here. This is made of wood. Alright. Stone building. Right, this warehouse needs to get an upgrade. And it's going to be storing whoops, not that much. Lots of grain. Herbs, opium, leather, livestock, a little bit of wood, a little bit of stone, fibers, some products. I'm going to need fabric, clothes. I do not intend to produce anything else here, so we will just leave that there as is for now. Auto-employ. Same to you, actually. Too many people, not enough housing. 3 days, 19 hours. This is under construction. I am not going to be producing food fast enough out of that. I need fisheries. Where do I not have fisheries set up? I do not have fisheries set up here. Farms, aquaculture, fishery. Max dimension reached. Very convenient. Shit. I do not have... Dig... Clear water. Alright. Going to need fisheries down here too. This one is going to have to reach really far to the right. This wood excess is becoming a problem, so I actually need to go massively under on my wood production so that I can use up wood fast enough from all of my construction projects. Because otherwise we gonna run into some problems. Oh god. I am shockingly holding steady on clothes. That is... fantastic to see. Alright, aquaculture. Y'all gonna finish, or y'all milling about? Y'all's hanging out. I really kind of desperately need y'all to be working. Alright, storage. Y'all are gonna go. Part of the room is not connected. There. Happy now? Good. 4 auxiliaries. There we go. Build. This one's done. That's the one that needs to go far to the right. Aquaculture, fishery. Let's just start from here. And go as far as we can. Max dimension reached. Okay. Next harvest, I'll be able to increase the size of these grain farms. This is almost done. Fighting for my damn life against the food clock. Alright, you're saying that all these jobs are unclaimed, but realistically, where the fuck are all these people that aren't working at? Alright. Fishery built. Move to the right. Max distance reached. Storage there, auxiliaries there. Construct. There were deaths. Happens. Continuing on. Storage. Auxiliaries. Construct. Zerg Rush. I am doing my best. If I do not improve their food situation, they are going to get very pissy. Storage. Auxiliaries. All the added fisheries, that buys me a little bit of time for food production. I need to construct more dry land. No, remove water. Build another fishery. That, ladies and gentlemen, is why you leave your coastlines open. So you can build shit tons of fisheries along them. I can fit... I should be able to fit one over here. Curiosity, if I do construct a fishery over here, can I reach? Not much. Better than nothing, though. Ooh, never mind. That's problematic. Call that one a loss. Oh, right. Mushroom farms. While we have all this excess labor, activate projects. Oh, yes. That includes, oh dear, just occurs to me. I do not put stairs in here. Anyone who gets built into here will get trapped. There's that. Activate jobs. All these things. All of them. Seven Zern. Sir, I have some bad news. What is it, Seven Zern? How do I pronounce your name? Is it that I'm in deep shit? Because I'm already aware of that. Metal production. Jack this up to 45. Just really rip. Let it rip. See what happens. Minus 63. Good on ore production. Ah. Hey mods, can you see that one? Out of curiosity. Over 50 in our fruit farms. Congratulations. I'll take that as a yes. Right. Nothing. Forage. Where's my opium forage? Please tell me I did not cover my opium forage. If so, I will feel rather silly. I think I covered my opium forage. Because I do not see it anymore. That blows. Well. Oh, no, I didn't. Ah. Army runs on its stomach, damn straight. Right. I can now increase the size of this farm. And this one. Oops. There we go. Okay. Let's see how that does for food production. Hopefully, that should boost everyone's mood to a point where they are not going... There are so few torches around. There are torches fucking everywhere. What are you talking about? What? Subjects has risen up. Show your old determined blah 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 blah. 101 rioters. Okay, sure. Muster everybody. Chase. Might be a situation where I need to activate the mass grave depending on how things go. Got a horny chatter. That wasn't a horny chatter. That was just a rude rat. Or a rude, what's it called? Rude chatter. Missed what they were saying? I don't think I missed it, did I? Something about a butthole, that's all I remember. Why I set up Automon? Yep. Oh! 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 Oops, I think that was an accidental ban. He was talking about my donut head. I just realized that. My bad. In retrospect, he may not have deserved that one. Right. Get these gatehouses built as well. Context. Context for that one. Sorry, Seven Zern. Face looks like a butthole. Correct. See, I forget what my own PNG looks like. Wasn't your fault. Alright, we're at minus 10 laborers. That is not fantastic, but also is not as bad as it could be. Where are we negative? Where are we... Should be able to produce a metric shit ton of food next season, so we might be able to stomach having a reduced workforce, at least for now. And it's only 6. Well done, whoever was in the turlet. Kind of is. I mean, donuts do just be kind of looking like that. Not to say it's a good or bad thing, it's just a thing. Mushroom farms don't need support pillars. Farms have no maintenance. Lack of pillars just increase the cost. Also be in mountain for best effect. Yes. That is what the mushroom farms over here are for. Wait a minute, don't need support pillars? Yes, they do. They cost me more to build them if they don't have support pillars. They don't quote unquote need support pillars. But they do cost me more to build if I don't use support pillars. And it is negligibly impactful. I think they... Do walls require maintenance? No? Okay. Minus 34. Good heavens. I am really hoping that at some point... Oh my god, what happened to the bakery? I forgot about the goddamn riots. Fuck's sake. No wonder everything's shit. And I am running out of bread. Fuck. Here's a fun thing. Hey guys. Yeah, no, that's not happening. I'm gonna give you like a metric fuckload of money if you just give me an ass load of bread. Actually, how much bread can I hold? I can hold 6,000 bread. I need substantially more bread than that in order to tide me over. Let's increase this to 15. That lets me hold up to 9,000 bread. Now I am going to buy bread from you. Why are there so many Stream Boo bots? Damn. I think this run is busted ever since we have 0 trading partners because your only neighbor got annexed. I am failing to conquer that free city. Yeah, I didn't know that would happen. If I knew that they were going to like, this is why we learn. I'm not loading the bitch save. We're just going to take the L and then instead never loot Ray's not worth it. Yeah, I didn't know that at the time. Live and you learn. Just colleague him. That's fucking more expensive than trading. We'll get there eventually. I mean, he doesn't hate us. He actually likes us quite a lot. Unfortunately, I think he likes us because we're non-threatening. It's okay. I'll just fucking start a war with him. I'll start a war with him, piss him off so badly that he comes and raids my city, and then I crush his army with all of my goddamn catapults. I have no territory for him to occupy. All he can do is just sort of post up outside my borders. If he wants to raid my city, he'll have to fucking raid me. I will turn this into a defensive battle. I will make my walls useful. Anyways, what was I doing? I was getting bread. Give me just a lot of bread. Give me 8,500. Ah! Yes. I can't actually afford that much bread. Interesting. What is the cheapest food that you have? It is... apples? Give me... no, don't give me that. Give me 2,000 apples. And... 500 bread? No. Apples are not filling. Give me 5,000 bread. We'll give you all of my money. And what do you want in exchange? I can give you all of these things. Survival is important at the moment. In the interest of survival, let's disable the ration maker. A little touch and go, it'll be fine. Worst comes to worst, I can tuck into the rations. I still have... no, don't refurnish that room. When is that fucking trade caravan gonna get here? Y'all. Maximum labor availability. Just towing the edge. Where's that fucking trade caravan? Seriously though, where is it? Oh! It literally just got here. Holy shit! So you're telling me that there's a chance. Break area is getting reconstructed. Adjacent block is just blocking this job. What are you talking about? Build that shit. Let me take a look in. Alright. We don't need water pumps. I am not using all this pressure. I can take off 150. Yes. Oh, shit. That's already not working. Wait, how am I generating... Oh, right, because I have these other water pumps over here that are active. Yeah, that makes sense. You can turn off. I don't need you operating. I believe I am overproduction on mines. You are overemployed anyways. Wait. Oh, great. We have a bunch of people that are fucking infected. Just barely positive on coal. What the hell happened? A whole shit ton of corpses. That's what happened. Reactivate the mass grave. Get these bodies cleared out. Why am I at minus 95? Food stalls, employing as many people as they need. Weavers. I am up on weavers. I don't need that many. Plotters. Cutstone, y'all can calm the fuck down. And next harvest isn't good, we're gonna be in trouble. Down on population. Corpses are cleared. I imagine there's a lot of negative sentiment over wrongful death. Or maybe not, everyone's just unhappy. Shit. How am I going to solve this problem? Access. No stages. Market. No market access. Religion. Y'all are fine. Occupation. Blah, blah, blah. Keep going for more food. Should be able to make it a harvest. Bakeries aren't fully staffed. Just need to get more of these people healthy. Oh man. Gotta set work priorities. Hospital. Prioritize hospital. Speakers. Deprioritize speakers. Graveyards, keep those up. Bakers, metal smelters. Deprioritize metal smelters. No, deprioritize masons. Stone mines stay up. All farms stay up. Warbeast. Deprioritize Warbeast. Takes a long time to build up population, but fucking... no, I can't. I gotta keep them. Fisheries. How much is fisheries producing? 128. Not nothing, but it's consuming so many fucking people. Deprioritize fisheries. Man, it's a whole hot fucking mess. Anything in technology that can help. Not at the moment. I think there was technology to boost laboratories with tools. I think that's a good spend, because then I can leverage that into... Whoop. Tools for the laboratories in order to increase their output so that I can increase my output of everything else. Enjoy tools. Tool production is still positive, still at minus 77. Bakeries need to be prioritized. Grain farms and bakeries need to be prioritized. We're at a slow fall. That's because I don't have jack, shit, or fuck else available until the next harvest, which I should be able to survive until. Okay. Master of Rock Pastor's dead. Rip. Y'all become productive workers again. Everyone's pissed. Government, what are you unhappy about? Law? Okay, fine, that makes sense. So many deranged people. Okay, I just need to see where we are at the next harvest. And then we can end stream. Right. Massive influx of fruit and vegetable. All getting immediately drained into our market stalls. Should I get a small emigration increase from harvest season? Yes. We're still increasing. Still increasing. Damn, all of my opium got consumed. What the hell happened? No, none of it got consumed. I'm confused. Where'd all of my opium go? Right. There should be an egregious fuck-off quantity of grain inbound. Record grain production. Record fruit and veg production. Massive mushroom production. Meat production spiked, and then it's probably going to fall again. I think technically stable on food. That, we're going to have to call stream for the day. And then figure out next stream what the hell I'm going to do to recover. It's okay. Conquest has its hiccups. Honestly? I don't know, maybe raiding is the right way to go about it. Increases my workforce, if nothing else. I think if I abduct people and I don't have any stockades, it just sort of subsumes them into my population. No, it was when I deployed them to the map. Never mind. I'm talking out of my ass. Man. That was rough. We made a recovery. We survived. Now we just gotta somehow probably set up trade relations with the other guy leverage our massive increase in population from all the raiding and our slave population in order to boost our economic output. Then, once we've finally attained enough economy, then we can probably leverage all these stored goods in order to launch a counter war. At least that's the plan. Thank you all for watching. Time to go raid another stream. Let's see what's available. Last time I raided Timberborn, there's a different city builder that I was thinking about last time, which I immediately forgot the name of. Browse. Go to the city builders. Bellwright? Maybe. Sure, let's see if there's anyone streaming Bellwright. Nope. Any other city builders? What about Anno Pax Romana? Do Claiborne. I could do Claiborne. Who's Claiborne? I don't remember who Claiborne is. Whatever, he's doing Project Envoy. That's interesting. Go raid. Go forth. Raid Claiborne. Raid channel. Claiborne. Filter. If I could spell, that'd help. Ending stream. Good night, all.